So the teacher dashboard is a paid feature, but I do want to walk you through it because it is the key to elevating Pear Deck from a really great tool to a tool I can't live without. So Damien had my favorite quote. He said that I get to see others thinking and gain something from their answers. It helps me learn because when I'm wrong, then I can fix that mistake when it comes up again, like on a test. I also learn from others when I'm wrong or even right. So Damien is amazing, and that's the quality of answer he usually gives, but he really highlights the benefit of using Pear Deck and Schoology together to solicit feedback from kids to each other and from me. By asking you to do this, I'm actually going to show you another technique that I use. So go ahead and summarize for me what your takeaways from that video were about how to use the teacher dashboard. So it looks like I've got some really good answers. I would love to hear from Madia and Alvin. So I'm going to share their answers on the screen with you. And then Alvin, I want you to start and explain a little bit more about your response to us. So go ahead and come off mute and tell us a little bit more about what you wrote. Oh, we lost Alvin. All right, Madia, while he's dealing with his tech, will you explain yours to us?
Yeah, so no one's going to be surprised that I was a math teacher before, right? So one of the things I loved doing when I would curate student responses was error analysis. So I really think about the ways I could take a look at specific student responses and highlight those to break them down for that error analysis without it kind of getting cluttered and stuff like that. So that I think is one of my favorite instructional moves because it also builds community around students seeing the value in good thinking, even if it's not exactly the right answer.
All right, I think I got my screen to work now. I'm back. For a physical educator, even just going through my observation, I love incorporating this in the classroom because it gives kids opportunity to speak their mind without necessarily having to tag their name to it. So if it's something that they even disagree with the class, or they're giving constructive criticism on what I can do better to get them more engaged, it gives them opportunity to speak freely without it coming back with consequences. So I enjoy getting their student responses, especially during second step that we use, this program that we use that deals with a variety of different topics and issues like bullying, harassment, making amends, things like that, just giving them the opportunity to speak their mind freely and be engaged versus just hearing me as a teacher all the time just speaking. That's why I love coming to these seminars and learning new ways to use the platform, typically because I wouldn't typically use this in a normal class setting, or wouldn't have if it wasn't for COVID.
Okay, so that was an example of how I do what we call a show call, but do it on Pear Deck. So I pull up 2 student responses, and then often if it's a question this was an opinion question, but if it was a question that could be right or wrong, I pick a correct response and a close response, and I have the students debate, and then I have them go back and fix their answers once we come to consensus, and then I show more answers. So it's a way to get lots of kids recognition, but also have them improve on their own work as they go.